Welcome. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for being here. This is Lydia, and it is a pleasure wherever you are. Um, I know we're going to give just a few minutes for people to join us. If you're a student, give us a heads up which school. I know students from Kepler and students from Vatel, University of Rwanda. You guys do a great job of following us, and we're very, very happy to always have you here. Today is a special session because I've been wanting to have this session for a long time, and finally it's happening. But give it some love, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, because we have a special guest from JobInRwanda. And I know if you are in Rwanda, there is no way you do not know JobInRwanda. But today, we're going to be talking more, and you're going to learn more of what JobInRwanda does, because it's more than advertising jobs. It's much more. Um, and for that, please let me know what you think, what is happening around where you are. Personally, I'm in Kigali, as always. And if you're anywhere else other than Kigali, let me know. We send our dearest greetings to people outside the country. We know you're following. And it's nice to follow us to know what's taking place in the country, what is happening, because again, it allows you to, whenever you decide to come, we'll be very happy to see you, and it will be a great pleasure. So, as always, I always remind you, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, if you do not follow us on any of our social medias, that's Skills Rwanda, please do, because that's how you get to know when these sessions are happening, what is going on in the world of skills and employment here in Rwanda. So always follow Skills Rwanda. You can choose to follow us on Twitter, that's Skills Rwanda. Follow us on Facebook, again Skills Rwanda, and again we have the YouTube channel. Feel free to subscribe. Now, uh, today we're talking about optimizing your job search skills, and what does that mean? And before I get into the details of it, I had thought I would speak a little bit of Kinyarwanda, because maybe some people don't know that I do speak Kinyarwanda, because I really do. Uyu munsi turakurikira ikiganiro turi bugirane na JobInRwanda. So JobInRwanda ntabwo igira interpretation mu Kinyarwanda, so you excuse me. Anyway, without wasting so much of your precious time, we're going to start. I'm going to welcome my wonderful guest, Nerison. Nerison is a recruiter, a recruiting coordinator at JobInRwanda. But I'm not going to give you the full introduction, because he's here and he's going to say it for himself. So welcome so much, Nelson.
Thank you so much, Lydia. So happy to be here. As you said, my name is Nelson Muranga. I'm the recruitment coordinator at JobInRwanda, and I'm here to talk about how to optimize our career search, and maybe to talk a bit about JobInRwanda. I think every Rwandan here, let's say youth, that's students, fresh graduates, young professionals, even if I can say the senior people here on the labor market knows it. So it's an online recruitment agency, and we have been here on the market since 2011. So that's almost 10, 11 years. And we offer different services, which ranges from recruitment. And when I say recruitment, we use different tools. Maybe we can go into deep about this. And we also do manpower outsourcing. And also we are going to maybe go through what is manpower outsourcing. And we also do advertisement, which is the most known service when people hear about JobInRwanda. So let's say recruitment. We do recruitment for different clients, that is private NGOs. We also do in recruitments, we can do shortlisting. Let's say a company has an HR department, and since the visibility we have here is, if I can say too much, we can result to so many applications, and the company is like overwhelmed, and that's where we step in to support in shortlisting. We also do CV on request, where like companies are looking for a placement in a very short period of time, because when you go through advertising, shortlisting, it takes time. So when companies don't have that much time to do a recruitment, we offer that service of CV on request. And I can say that all our services are delivered in a very short period of time. Let's say like recruitment, it's mostly 1 to 2 weeks, and CV on request is 3 to 5 days. So it's a very, very short time to complete a recruitment. So coming to manpower outsourcing, we also do offer this service, and maybe companies out here knows it, where they outsource like a number of employees to different companies. So when we say manpower outsourcing, basically we do recruitment, we do people management, we do salaries, all the things that will involved in managing that number of employees. So coming to advertisement, people knows it already, and we have different packages. So if you are interested in advertising, we have different packages. If you are interested in manpower outsourcing, we offer we customize basically what you need when it comes to outsourcing. And also when it comes to recruitment, we have those also packages depending on your need. So basically that is JobInRwanda. And I can say with the big database we have here on the market, for the 10 years I said we have on the labor market, we have a very big database. And that is one of the advantage we have, and also it allows us to have that possibility to complete a recruitment in a very short period of time. I
Nice.
think that's it about JobInRwanda.
Thank you so much, Nelson. So I think the first section has already covered the services that you offer, as Job in
Yes,
Rwanda, that specifically actually to businesses. We have businesses coming in Rwanda and they are having a hard time finding talent. If you're a business and
correct.
you're in Rwanda, always Job in Rwanda is your place. They can offer you different services, like he said, outsourcing and power, shortlisting, all those services to make sure that you get the best talent that you deserve, to make sure that your company is outstanding in terms, because what's a company without its employees? You have to
Yes,
have the best of the employees to make sure that
correct.
you're delivering. And I know there are so many different. So we've looked at the services that Job in Rwanda offers, and these are mainly benefiting companies. Can you tell us some of the programs or ways that job seekers do benefit, apart from, job Rwanda posts, and,
Mm.
people who are seeking for employment, they're capable of seeing the post. What other services or initiatives are with Job in Rwanda that people can take, people who are looking for jobs, who are searching to make their careers better? What other services that do you offer that can make their journey easier?
All right. Thank you. On that, we have came up with different programs to support. I can say job seekers, and because Job in Rwanda on the corporate side, it's more of employers, and when it comes to job seekers, we have internship programs where we are now engaging different organization here that we can support you in getting interns. So those internship programs are going to benefit those job seekers, because they are going to be exposed those through those internship programs and acquire the skills that is needed on the market. If maybe I, Nelson, I'm looking for a job, I'm a fresh graduate, and I get, let's say, an internship at RDB, I'm going to learn. I'm not going to say a few things, because when you are intern, you get rotated through different departments, so you will get to learn much more about what you didn't learn um, from the university. Not saying that the universities are giving less, because they are giving what they can, and on our side as Job in Rwanda, we want also to bridge the gap on the skills that they lack. And I can say that the internship program is one. We also want to start training youth and young professionals on how to write CVs, outstanding CVs. We want to support them in preparing for interviews, and by that we want to have if I can say, a training room equipped with machines and access to internet, so that even though you have graduated and maybe you don't have like access to a laptop, you could come to Job in Rwanda. We give you space, you do your search, and we support you in your application. So that's the side of training and having that training room here at Job in Rwanda. And we also have, if I can say, a tool where you can subscribe and you get an email of what is trending on the website in terms of job opportunities, so that you don't have like to go on the website more often. And let me just say, like, social media, we use um, Instagram, we use Facebook. So whatever is posted on the website, you can find it on the social media. And on the note of optimizing career search, we have LinkedIn. And we advise students, young professionals, create LinkedIn accounts. And also don't forget to update it, because you don't have to open it and leave it there, because once I'm doing a recruitment, I'm going to explore all the venues. I'm going to use our database. I'm going to use LinkedIn. So what I now advising to the youth and young professionals, even professionals, do use LinkedIn. Use the resources that you have. Use LinkedIn, create an account, update it, and also try to find different interests. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
and actually on that point of LinkedIn, because here at RDB, we do have actually that initiative to allow to actually facilitate so as much as many as we can Rwandans, to increase the number of Rwandans using LinkedIn. And sometimes we get a question if or whether they set up an account, the recruiter is going to be there. Just like Nelson has just said, it they do use LinkedIn to reach out to candidates, to source out candidates. So it's very important, you as a job seeker, you as a student, to make sure that you have a profile and it has all the necessary information. If you do need help, let's say for students, if you do need help in setting up that the LinkedIn account, always reach out to the career advisors. We have talked to almost all the career advisors in the country to make sure they can they have they have the resources to help you set up your LinkedIn account, and always use it, and respond when you're contacted. And just actually yesterday, yes, is it yesterday? I reached out to some two people on LinkedIn, and they are setting up an
Yes.
interview tomorrow. So it's a really, really important tool to make use
Yeah.
of, because where else are you going to post your professional CV and be reached out to? It's like nowhere. Like I may look at your Facebook profile and be like, I don't want to, and like there's not much information related to what skills you can do, right?
Yeah.
So
Correct. Yeah.
LinkedIn is a perfect place, place to use. And if you need any help, you can also reach out to me. I can help you set it up. And it's not only just for job seekers, even business people. If you're doing business and your company is not on LinkedIn, like, come on, we're going to get to the best of the
Look,
talents,
I
they're on
know.
LinkedIn. Yeah, yeah. So Nelson, tell us more about, uh, there's I heard about the Job in Rwanda Foundation, and what does that one do?
All right. Thank you for bringing that up. So, JobInRwanda Foundation, I can say, is now in place to resolve some of the issues that we have, I can say, identified through JobInRwanda. If today I'm doing a recruitment and I call candidates for interviews, there is that missing skills that I'm going to identify and point out. So Job in Rwanda Foundation has come to place so that we can bridge the gap. What are they missing? Someone can be a fresh graduate with very good grades, but they don't have like a convincing CV. They don't know how to present themselves. So Job in Rwanda Foundation has come to bridge that gap. And what we do, we support. We have now started also registering students who wants to meet like the Job in Rwanda HR team. We are going to uh, plan sessions where we can host them. It could be virtually or face to face, and get to train them and maybe listen their point of view. And by that, we are going to bridge that gap of skills that is demanded on the labor market, but the job seekers don't have. And on that note, also we have started partnering with a different institution that we envision the same thing. So we really want to give back to the community, and we are going to partner with anyone who have the same vision with us. So we are not a foundation that is focused on themselves. If you out there have maybe a way of which we can collaborate, feel free, come to us, and we'll see how we can support the job seekers, the youth out here. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I know if you're having any questions, comments, I like the comment section. What is happening? People are really, especially people who are following us on LinkedIn. Thank you so much. We have people. who also agree that using LinkedIn is very important. And we're
Yeah.
very grateful. Thanks for those comments. If you do have any questions, please raise those questions. But I did get, before I go any further, I have some statistics here from Job in Rwanda. We got from the website. You know, they have published so far 6,843 jobs. That's a lot of jobs that you don't want to miss out. They have over 20, is that 278 thousand candidates.
278.
Yes,
Correct.
candidates registered. So actually, we're going to get onto that, but they also have more than 2,000 employers also registered. Now, I know you talked about the database that Job in Rwanda
Correct.
has. How does someone get into the Job in Rwanda database?
All right. Thank you for that good question. So it's pretty much easy. So when you normally open the Job in Rwanda website, there is on the right side an icon of submit CV. So you just have to fill in your names, contact, email, and you upload your CV. And on that note, I'm going also to emphasize on keeping on updating CVs, because if today I'm uploading the CV on the in the database, and I maybe shift or acquire any qualification skills. So you better update the CV and you re-upload. There is no problem of re-uploading your CV, because that's the CV we are going to get when we are looking in the database, normally headhunting. Yeah. So keep
And
updating your
and
CVs and
yeah, I just wanted also to note that um, there are so many jobs that are advertised, but there are so many jobs that are not advertised. And those are good jobs that everyone has to know about. But Nelson, what can you say? Because our audience needs to know.
mm,
I'm going to also say, like, on the way I see it, especially for the jobs that are advertised, those get so many applications.
sorry,
Sorry, I think
I've lost you
we
for a bit.
okay. I think we got
Mm,
disconnected for a moment. No, I
yeah,
was
I
saying that
think. Mm,
there is a number of jobs. I don't know if you have
mm,
any statistics of some of the number of jobs that you have recruited for but have not been
mm,
advertised. And I want us to speak specifically on those kinds of jobs because they are headhunted for. So, how
yeah.
can our young people or our professionals put themselves in a position of, being hired for a job that hasn't been advertised?
All right. Maybe coming to the statistics, it's a very, very low number when it comes to job that have been, you know, placed without being advertised on our website. Because if I can say on percentage, I can say they are even less than 10%, because those are senior positions. And when it comes to the process of placing those jobs, it's done through headhunting, and as I said, it's through LinkedIn. So that's why I said people to keep updating their profiles on LinkedIn, because we normally headhunting through LinkedIn and our database. Because coming to our database, I can also say use technical words, because you find people don't use like technical words, and those are the technical words we use when we are, sorting through the big database we have. So we use technical words for the different positions. Yeah.
Just an example of technical words. What do you mean when you say technical words?
Okay. Let's say, for example, you are an accountant, and in the CV you say, I have a professional course. You don't like mention, is it CPA, is it SCCA? So it's pretty much to miss out that person when you are looking through the database, because that person didn't use, the technical word. Let's say payroll. You can maybe, because you don't know the technical word for payroll, you can say maybe salaries. Okay, salaries also are technical, but there are some words that are more technical when it comes to a certain role.
Yes.
Yeah,
I definitely
maybe.
agree with you. For example, even like let's say software
Mm,
engineer, you have to use something like Java, Python, things like those that are
correct.
definitely, because those are the key skills when a recruiter is searching. It's like, I'm looking for someone with Python. I'm not going to look to say I'm looking for someone with uh, who is good at, let's say, what are some of the words? Someone who's diligent. Like diligent is not a skill set.
It's not.
It's that comes as a a personality that can come out, afterwards, maybe during the interview.
Mm,
But definitely I
yeah,
do agree with you using those keywords, key technical words that are specific to the industry. If it's the finance industry, the CPA, and you know how to use those technical
correct.
words. Definitely include them in your CV and as well as on your resume, on LinkedIn, and
Correct.
that's really great. And
Yeah.
in the previous sessions, we've definitely talked about writing your CV, cover letter, and using LinkedIn. But what would you say other means that someone can use to make sure that they get noticed in while searching for a job?
Uh, in terms of CV, because I didn't get the question
Yeah.
well, maybe.
So someone is looking for a job. Definitely, they've posted, um, like some. I think what I'm meaning is like, what are some of the qualities of the CVs that stand out when you're recruiting?
Okay. Maybe let me come to maybe CV writing. You
Okay.
see, for someone maybe with so many years of experience, I would advise maybe you use like achievement on maybe each position you held. And for someone with, I can say, a very low experience, I can advise to use responsibilities. Like, of course, the CV has to have the personal information part, and because we tend to focus more on the working experience. So I advise you first of all put the position, you put the company and the period, and you go to the responsibility part. So the responsibility, you don't have like to use phrases. Like, let's say currently, let me use my example. I'm working with the JobInRwanda as recruitment coordinator. So when it comes to outlining my responsibilities, I'm not going to write type and I've been with JobInRwanda. I contact, let's say, clients, get their job description done. You use very short sentences. If it's job description, maybe drafting. If it's shortlisting, if it's conducting recruitment, you have to be short and precise without forgetting the use of technical words. And what is also more attracting for someone who's applying for a job, it's using achievement. If you have maybe had an achievement, you just put it there so that we can know, this person has been doing this and this is the achievement. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nelson. And if we can get back to the other services that I think we're also coming to. Today, we're making this session a little bit brief, but if you have any
Yeah.
questions, please let us know in the comment section. But let's get back to more of the services that Job in Rwanda offers. You just remind us the services we talked about: outsourcing, manpower, and yeah,
Manpower outsourcing.
yeah,
All right.
yes.
So there is recruitment. So in the recruitment part, let's say RDB is recruiting for a labor market matching specialist. So they could come and say, we have a number of applicants. We need your support in shortlisting. That's a service. We can say, we need this person in a very short period of time. What will be your support? That's where we provide CV on request. So CV on request, it's 3 to 5 days. We give you a report of 10 to 15 candidates for the employer to go through and assess. And we have also manpower outsourcing, where, let's say, like big companies, most like telecoms, where they have like one department outsourced to, let's say, Job in Rwanda, one department outsourced to another HR firm. So in manpower outsourcing, we basically deal with managing the employees from the start. Let's say RDB is going to contract Job in Rwanda for manpower outsourcing. So if today RDB needs, let's say, a finance manager, so we are the one to do the recruitment, and we continue the management. We make sure the person has a contract. We make sure the person gets their salaries on time. We do performance management, anything related to HR. That's manpower outsourcing. And we also do advertisement, which most people know. I have seen that they didn't even know that we do recruitments and manpower outsourcing, because they know it's just posting jobs on the
Yeah,
website, but we do more than that.
yeah,
Yeah. Thank you.
definitely. Yeah, I think we do have a comment from Mogabo Dan, I think, and we may need to address it here. It's like, hello,
Mm.
Lydia Nelson. Kindly, I would like to suggest Job in Rwanda to reply to people who applied to certain jobs, because it's like the problem likely to face when apply for job using platform. Would like to ask for a favor to tell the from Job in Rwanda to tell also those who wasn't chosen also try another opportunity. What do you have anything to say about this, Nelson?
Yes, that's a very good comment, if I can say, or suggestion. So on our side, as I said, we do recruitment, we do advertisement. So sometimes when it comes to advertisement, we post the advert on the website, people apply, and the rest goes to our client. But coming to recruitment, for on our side, when we are handling all the process, we communicate to our candidates, because that's the candidate you will contact again for the next opportunity you will get. So we put that in consideration, and I agree with him. There is much effort to put into that, and feedback is very key to us. And we really try our best, and we also look forward maybe to support client who came for advertisement. Once they complete the recruitment, we say, let's give feedback to candidates, even if you are the one who did the interviews, the shortlisting. Let's give feedback to the remaining candidates so that they know the process has ended. And when you get that message, even though you get disappointed, but at least deep down
Yeah,
that
it's
I've got.
definitely. I also think it's usually, I know some companies do not consider that. And I was also reading through, LinkedIn, because we've had this so many conversations. Sometimes they will give like auto generated. I think those ones are also fine, because if 200 people have applied, you won't find the time to respond to all
To
200
respond.
people.
Correct.
Sometimes it's also good, yeah, to be considerate. But I definitely agree, if there is a chance, because you may need to contact this person again, it is really important that you give them feedback and tell
Feedback.
them they did not qualify, and for that job.
Mm,
And I
yeah.
think, I was trying to read through Felix's comment, trying to understand. Thanks for the session. Very interesting. Good research on the link. But in 10 years ago, some university helped their students to get the professional internship due to their career. They have completed their courses. But right now, they do not take care to those good activities. You like RDB, you can help to link institutions with universities, helping us to get the professional internship without take more than 5 years on a pending list. Felix, I'm having a hard time getting your point. It's really hard, but I think if it's the initiative of companies and universities linking up together, I think that's definitely a good idea. Actually, that can be undertaken by the universities to know that their students are graduating, and they need these professional internships. And actually,
Yeah.
if I got your comment right, we always encourage students to be proactive. If you're a student and you're in your third year, you're in your fourth year, like, look out. Today you have access to the internet. Look out, search for those opportunities. Don't wait for the school to come and take you by the hand. It's like, hey, this, go knock on
Correct.
some doors and like, hey, I'm graduating, I need an internship. So be proactive as a student, because again, the
Correct.
job market out here is very, very competitive. And
Mm,
so you have to keep that in mind.
mm.
So I think Adam is saying, can I subscribe to the Job in Rwanda newsletter?
Yes, to Adams, definitely you can subscribe. It's right under where you submit your CV. You just have to put your name and your email, and you'll be getting the email of all our adverts. Yes,
Okay. And they can find the subscription on the website.
correct.
Yeah, good. I think we are almost wrapping up, but
Mm,
we can take this. We can take this comment. This platform works well. I have applied and got 3 jobs 3 times. That's good.
that's good.
If you're using LinkedIn and getting job 3 times, so that's a testimony for whoever hasn't or is not utilizing LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Asking,
definitely.
yeah, can I give a
Mm.
testimony? Absolutely, we are. You're welcome to give us your testimony. But as we are bringing this session to a wrap up, Nelson, what I know, like, Job in Rwanda serves both, employers. We have investors who are coming in Rwanda and are really looking for great talent. What can you say to them? What
Okay,
can they do to, get those great talents?
thank you. That's a good question. So, to employers, the first thing is try like hiring for upskilling people's knowledge or skills. Maybe to be clear on that, some employers don't give chances to people with little experience, but now I can say focus on the attitude. If someone has, let's say, 1 year of experience and you are looking for 3, but that person has, that attitude of, learning and, hardworking. So try to focus on that one person, try to get them on board and trying to train them, and you will get very good results. And also try to be open to, I can say, gender. People always come to gender where they say, I'm looking for a male candidate. So I would also focus on that, to tell them what a man can do, a woman can do. So try to open opportunities also for women. And with Job in Rwanda, we are here to support. And yeah, that's the message I could give to the employer.
That's wonderful. So you've had it. Gender is very important, you guys, and
Correct.
also it's also something that is also dear to my heart. Whenever someone is recruiting, and they say they can't find female candidates, my heart breaks. So what
Yeah,
actually
no,
I would say on that, females, fair ladies, please, make sure you're visible, be on LinkedIn, like use it, share your, we've talked about being in the JobRwanda database, because they go back and look at that database. So make sure you deposit your CV there, then network. Like, so many jobs get recruited for when through recommendations. Sometimes someone's like, hey, you we all, sometimes the boss or the HR asks around, it's like, we're looking to recruit someone with these skills. Can any one of you recommend? So if I haven't seen you do that or express that, it's gonna be hard for me to recommend you. So networking is
correct.
really important. It's really,
Yeah,
really important. And just putting yourself out there, be proactive, be active, communicate, tell us what you're doing, your interests, because that creates an image in us. Even when you're asked, you have someone to definitely recommend. Now, on,
correct.
on the last tip, what can you say to job seekers, people who are coming to you, people who are tired of looking for jobs, people who are exhausted, people who are still searching? What can
Hmm.
you say to them? Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So on the job seekers, I'm telling you this: expose yourselves. If today you get an opportunity of an internship, don't turn it down because it's an internship. And when you say, I've been in the university for 4 years, I can't go and start with an internship. You never know where that internship is going to lead you. So expose yourself, network with people, and create LinkedIn accounts, update them as how can I say, as soon as you get a new skill, or you get, try to be active also as well, because when you get active on LinkedIn, that's where you attract like employers, because there is that activities you are involved in, and they get to know, oh, this person is active into this and this, and they might approach you. And one last thing is, learn as much as you can. If it's, let's say, if it's volunteerism, don't turn it down. You never know what you're going to learn from it. So any opportunity, take it and don't get frustrated applying, looking for jobs, because at some point they come up with a decision of saying, I will never apply again. But don't let that stop you from keep trying. and we are
Yeah.
here to support you as much as we can.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, the thing about not getting tired, personally, I remember when I was, looking for a job, there are times I would be exhausted from,
I
writing
know.
CV, cover letter. You can take like 2 days rest and then get back to it because it's a job in itself.
I
Like,
know.
really looking for a job is so hard, and it's a job in itself. And also,
Mm,
what I want to say to the students, please learn as much as you can. Nelson has said it. And it also goes back to, whenever I was in school and um, doing my degree. I was doing biology,
mm,
but I was fascinated by all the other classes. So I took some business classes, I took some computer classes, and all this actually expanded my knowledge because, again,
yeah.
you don't want to box yourself in one thing. You see, it's like
Mm,
get as much knowledge as you can. Like, the world is really developing at a fast rate, and you, even
yeah.
when you look at jobs out here, they're looking for a project manager with an ICT background, with a financial, like, it's a combination of different things that you need to have, which may necessarily not be
Yes.
in your course. So have that opportunity to learn as much information as you can. Use the time you have to learn. And I think we will take one more comment from Helen, who says,
Mm,
what about for someone who is self-educated but doesn't necessarily have the credentials? Um, um, if you don't have the credentials, I mean, I think there should be some way to get the credentials if you're self-educated. But even when you're self-educated, there is a way you can present that on LinkedIn. If you
yeah,
have the skills
definitely.
and you can show, if you can show the skills that you've learned, and if you're given a task you can perform, no one is going to care about your credentials, really, because if you can perform the task as good, even better than someone with the credentials, then by all
Yeah.
means you stand a chance. um
Yeah.
yeah. And what, I think, Nelson, this is to you.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nelson, thank you for highlighting that point. Employers should give chance to those that they see with note that many years of experience, people are ready to quick learn and acquire skills. Thank you,
Yeah.
Imakile. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a generous comment. So thank you so
Mm.
much for being with us. It's been a wonderful, wonderful session. You've stayed with us, and just a reminder: these sessions are recorded and are available on Skills Rwanda. Even they stay on the RDB page. So if you missed it or a friend missed it, you feel there's information that's really important for them to know, please share with them the link, and it's always available. They can use it, and I'll see you next time. Nelson, do you want to say your goodbyes?
I just wanted to say thank you for inviting us and saying thank you to the audience for the warm notes and questions and making this discussion as interactive as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Mm.
everyone. Have a wonderful day. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.